All right, man. Well, it's good to have you back here, buddy.
What's going on, buddy?
Nothing. What are you up to?
Not much. Been a lot of working. Actually had to get a COVID test today.
Oh, did you?
Totally forgot about that.
What, for work?
Yeah.
Oh,
One of the guys at work had to leave yesterday.
Who?
And Kenny.
Really?
Yep. And I typically hang around him on breaks and stuff because we both smoke and whatever. So
Yeah.
I was contacted as one of the trace contacts, so I had to go in and get checked. But it was nice. I actually went there. The place was closed, and I got paid for hours that I didn't have to work. That was amazing.
That's nice. Yeah, you can't beat that. Shit. I mean,
So, I'm negative, by the way.
Negative?
Negative.
I don't know, man. I'm thinking about I'm gonna have to let some time pass before I get that vaccine. I don't know about you.
Yeah. That vaccine's not happening. I've gotten enough military injections in me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've gotten the vaccine to some extent between the 43 injections I've gotten while I was in.
Yeah, you got something.
Yeah, something in there has to have covered it.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But so what's been going on, man?
No,
Besides that,
I'm just trying to get out in nature, man.
shit. So am I. But you see what's going on outside right now. I'm not trying to get out there.
Yeah. Last week, actually, me and the daughter, we went out on a 3.5-mile walk at Darien Lake, the side that you can hunt.
Okay.
So-
I've never actually hunted that, but I've heard it's
I've
okay.
sat, but there's a lot of people that come through during the day, just like walking through during hunting season with their dogs and that whole thing.
Oh,
So,
do they? Yeah.
So, yeah, I try to stay, but I was that guy. It's not hunting season, so I walk my dog.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
You're not going to bother anybody right now.
Yeah, right now is great.
Did you see anything out there?
Off trails. I did see a fox that
Oh, yeah?
actually tripped me out because he was up on the top of this ridge and we were walking by this creek and he was just on the side of it and stuff, and I noticed him and I looked at my dog and I was like, come on, man, just run away before my dog notices you because I don't feel like dealing with that, the whole fox and the hound thing.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys are going to be friends.
Did he end up just getting out, booting out of there?
Yeah, he ended up like just checking us out for a second, and then he kind of just hightailed it up top of the ridge, went over the side of it, and I didn't see him after that. Thank God, because I really didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah,
Other than that, man, it was kind of nice. It was nice out. It was like 60 degrees. I had a hoodie on. I actually had to take it off, tied it around my waist, real 90s of me. But
Yeah, the
know.
old hoodie around the waist.
yeah, dude, tie it up
Yeah.
and a little knot in the front.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I was hot. It was a beautiful day though.
Yeah.
That was the last nature-y thing I've done.
Well,
though.
not today.
Yeah, there ain't no nature stuff
No,
today.
because nature said you're going to be staying in the house now.
Mother Nature's aggravated. I don't know. Her and God aren't getting along, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, for people who don't know, yeah, it's being up in Gasport, Buffalo, New York, Western New York, it snowed again.
It snowed again.
And it's supposed to be turkey season next week, and it snowed again.
How do you think that's going to affect? What do you think that's going to do?
It depends on how much water's going to be in the fields, honestly. Yeah, I mean,
Movement-wise, you think
nah, they're gonna
colder
move.
the better, warmer the better, wet ground, dry ground, drought? How do you feel? When do you think they move more?
Well, right now, I think that for turkeys, they're being driven by their by mating right now, because the toms they all want to mate. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure it actually really affects them too much. They might stay up on the
There's
roost
a
a
little
little bit longer.
Carelessness going on in their nature,
I mean,
their everyday activity. They're just looking for turkey poon.
they are, but I tell you what though, it's not like deer where they mess up. Turkeys, they just know, man. They just they just
You did
know.
claim they are almost the perfect predator or perfect
prey.
Perfect prey.
I mean, that's the
They're
only
really
thing.
hard to.
I mean, when you're talking about just a turkey, man, like it doesn't matter. Like deer that big bucks will mess up during the rut, and they'll that's just what they'll do. That's when you get that opportunity out.
Yeah.
During that because they're trying to mate. They don't care what's around. They don't care what's going on. But turkeys, man, they'll be out there strutting and fighting each other, but they just
Strutting,
man,
looking a nut.
they just
That's
try.
That's it. They're just
That's
trying
it.
to make other turkeys.
That's it. But they just don't. I don't know. They just don't act like any other bird. They just don't make that mistake, or any other animal. They just.
We're gonna figure it out. We're going out to Akron, right?
I don't know where that.
Is that the plan?
I don't know. I'm thinking about going to the swamp. I just seen a couple of
Really?
them in the swamp.
I did too.
Did you? Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. Because the weird way that it took me to your house, I ended up getting near the Alabama swamp. I think it was actually the Iroquois side, but I still saw turkey out there too.
Was it?
Yeah, some in the field. There's about 4 or 5 of them.
You know what's funny? Yesterday I was actually at my mom's in North Tonawanda, and I look outside, and underneath their bird feeder was a nice Jake.
Nice.
Nice little beard on him and stuff like that. I'll post a picture in this podcast. But yeah, it's cool. I mean,
it's nice to see like it's coming around and you're seeing them out still. You know where they're gonna be at.
Well,
they're gonna be freaking playing ninja and stuff.
Yeah, I've been
hiding up in trees and never coming down until night.
Well, I just learned something too that from the last podcast that Joe taught me that don't call to a bird in the roost, but one time.
Really?
And that's hard to do.
Yeah, you're just sitting there.
That's hard to do.
You're just staring at it.
Well, if you know that they're up in the roost, and you just because they could sit up there for a while. They might
throw
just
a
sit up there
pine
for a
cone
while.
at it. Just whop.
He's gonna fly
Get down
here. No, I think people do end up shooting them in the roost. I don't know. I don't even know if that's legal or not. I don't know if people do it. I mean, frequently, but I've never actually seen while hunting a turkey in the roost. Every turkey I've seen has always just been on the ground anyway.
Yeah, out in fields. Everything every movie, video, YouTube thing that I've watched has always been out.
Well, at least I'll take that back because I have seen turkeys in the roost, but I've been deer hunting.
Yeah,
so
I've seen them there too. Yeah,
but nothing actually like I'm turkey hunting and then I found him up in the roost. But I don't know. It's gonna be hard to go this year with the kid. Honestly, I'm gonna have to wait another year before I can bring him out for the mornings.
Yeah,
he's gotta be like 3. Yeah, I just gotta make sure he's quiet. My daughter's okay right now. She's good. We had a deer come up to us last year in the yard here, and she was quiet. She was still, real still. She impressed me. She was good.
Yeah, the little guy's probably just gonna need some entertainment, and it's just gonna be a sound thing. Because I mean, if you're stock and you're just sitting and moving, you might be all right for him to like kick around, rustle in the leaves a little bit. It kind of replicates the sound, something else scratching around the woods. It happens.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, for his age, I think I'm gonna have to put up the ground blind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just have him in the ground blind, give him my phone or something. You know what I mean? Just hang out. Give him a little video game or something.
Start off low. You don't have to go out there for 4 hours. You can get out there for maybe 2. Whatever, the length of a movie is, and possibly you can entertain them,
Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, you got to get the kids, though.
Oh, yeah.
I know you already got Viv into it, so.
Yeah, she likes everything. She likes everything outdoors.
She likes bow fishing, huh?
She likes bow fishing.
Did she get that carp?
No, she's too young.
Oh, I was
she
about
just
to
wanted.
say,
She just wanted to post a picture with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was adorable, dude.
But
that was awesome.
Yeah, she loves going bow. She already asked me. She's like, "Can we go out and shoot fish this year?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely. We can go shoot some fish this year." But
freaking, you need to get her one of them Cajun sticks, bro.
What's that?
That's that one that I was telling you about. That has a whole bow fishing setup. It's got its own bow, specific style arrows and stuff, and it has its own reel on the front of it. Like it's a whole kit that you buy for like $2.99, $2.50 or something like that.
I have
like a ready to hunt package.
Well, that's what my reel is that I use right now. And in that, I don't know if you've seen it on the picture of the bow. I have that blue tube.
Yeah, right on the front of it.
Yeah, that's a Cajun.
Oh, is
reel.
it?
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, so I guess they make a whole little setup.
Yeah.
So you don't have to just attach to whatever bow you have. You can buy that whole thing.
Oh yeah, actually, you know what? No, I do. I take that back too. What I have on the front is an AMS. I have a Cajun on my recurve. I have a Cajun reel on my recurve. But,
nice. So you got 2 bow fishing bows.
I have 2.
So I could just go.
I
with
could
you.
have 3. You could go. Yeah.
I could have 3.
Oh yeah, it's cool too because you don't need you could either do it with a small game license or just a fishing license. You don't even need your hunting license. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I got both either way, but
yeah, no doubt. But
did you get your tags already? Well, did you get your hunting license to turkey hunt?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I get it every year just in case.
Oh wait, no, yeah, we're still covered from last year's. We still got those tags.
Yeah, we still got.
Thank God I didn't throw those away. They were in my truck. I was about to toss them.
Yeah, I know.
I would have to pay for a reprint.
You ever get yours wet?
Yeah, they're taking them wet. If I have them, they're present. I don't even care if you could feel the paper. You know what it was. Like, don't get me on.
Hey, there's a picture of a turkey on here. It says spring. I know what I'm supposed to get. Oh yeah, just start filling the lines in. WMU.
Right? You're lucky this paper's made it this far, dude.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It's supposed to hang on a tag on the back of you and stuff. Like one bad snow or rain, that tag's shit. You want me to pay $10 every time?
Well, I hate to say this, but when it's real rainy out, I just kind of just throw it in my bag, and then once it gets dry, then I'll just put it back on again. But man, if it's bad outside, I just throw it in my bag because I'm not gonna get.
It's in my bag
ruined.
always. I don't even put it on me.
No. It's a good way to get stopped.
Yeah, I mean, I like talking to these guys too. I have as many questions as they have for me. I have for them.
They could write your ticket for that too.
Really?
Yeah.
What a douchebag.
They could write your ticket for that because it has to be seen. It's like your registration on your car.
I mean, they could see it. They just ask me for it.
Well,
I have no problems.
No, but
I comply.
At least you have it. There's a lot of people who don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who are like, I didn't know you needed a
Oh,
fishing
dude.
license in New York.
I tell you what, I did actually do the bigger no-no. I thought I had it, left it in the little Ziploc bag with my my wallet on my dresser. I didn't have my wallet, nor did I have my hunting tags, and I went out to public land.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And it wasn't until I was coming back and I was going through my stuff and I was going to buy something on the way back home, and I was like, "Where the hell's my wallet?" Oh, it's in the Ziploc bag. Where the hell's that Ziploc bag? Freaking gone, bro. I was like, dude, if I got stopped today, that would have been a wrap.
That would have been a bad day.
Yeah.
I mean, they could always look it up, but still. Yeah. Still, what if you would have gotten a deer or turkey or something?
Oh, yeah, that would have been the worst.
You know what I mean? You would have been looking
I
for that.
swear.
Like, oh, my God. You know what the worst is?
My name's Charles Blackshire. I swear.
You know what the worst is not having a pen. You've been out there and not have a pen?
No, I always remember to bring my pen.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lifesaver. Well, at least make deer hunting fun.
Well, oh, yeah, it does something. I'll tell you what, I just had to make sure it didn't clip. But, what was I going to say? Oh, no,
Yeah,
but yeah.
the pen.
No
The
pen.
pen.
And, oh, yeah, or
You
it
gotta
gets
have a pen.
froze. You're like, oh, my God, how do I fill this thing out now? You're
Like,
screwed.
I have a discrepancy with that, too. Like, if I'm already doing the chore of dragging a deer back to the truck to go and have a beer, and I didn't fill out my tag and tag that deer out in the field, and I had the pen sitting in my truck, and you want to gig me on that too, you're a douchebag. I'm just letting you know. Those DEC officers are douchebags. They have nothing better to do than to let you get to your truck to fill out a tag.
Well,
Technically, you're supposed to fill it out after
it's supposed
after
to be
the
filled
kill.
out after the kill. But
Boom.
it doesn't have to be at least on the...
Yeah, it might not have to be
doesn't
actually
have
on
to
the
be
beer.
on-
Yeah,
during
but
it.
you have to have it filled out. So if you forget that pen and you get caught dragging a deer back, even though
Yeah,
you
you're
have
screwed.
tags,
Yeah, you're
that's
screwed.
bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, dude, I have a pen in the truck. Just can I get to my truck? You know, I've dragged this thing for freaking 800 yards right now. I'm a little tired, and
I
you're
think-
getting on my ass about a pen.
Yeah, I think most people would let you go, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you got
agree,
those
but I'm
people
just
out there.
saying the guy that doesn't,
yeah,
douchebag.
Yeah,
That's
definitely that's definitely a rough one there. I mean, if he wouldn't let you go, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had anybody that
There's
bad.
that. Yeah,
But there's got to be.
there's
got to
be guys. I've heard stories enough about some of these guys that I mean, I'm not saying FWC is above anything, but they're the same way. They got checkpoints. I haven't seen too many checkpoints here, at least,
Yeah.
to where they just bug you for no reason.
Nah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like you have the deer checkpoints here, but you're supposed to stop at them. You know, I didn't know that.
Really?
I didn't know that. Like I've you're supposed to call in your deer.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to obviously tag it and everything like that. But if you're past a checkpoint, you're actually supposed to stop at that deer checkpoint. And I
Really?
didn't know that till recently. Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't know that.
I wonder what they're checking. I mean, obviously checking male, female, possibly trying to date it,
Make sure your
age
tags
it
are
maybe,
right. Could
whatever.
Could be. I know. I get a survey every year that from the federal wildlife, and they want me to send in goose wing tips and feathers, tail feathers from
Dope.
mailers also.
Are they going to give you results on what they find?
They have before.
Nice.
Just basically.
That's cool.
Male, female,
Possible destination, where they came from, where they've been.
age. Well, maybe, but usually the band system is for that. It's more
Yeah.
for that. But age and male or female, really. I think that's all
Maybe
we've gotten so far.
Oh yeah,
You
it's
know.
just feathers.
But it's cool though. I had the one, and it was like a 12-year-old bird. I was like, "Ooh, you're an old one. You're an old one." You know what I mean?
What is the average age? Do you know? What's the
I don't
typical
know.
age between birth and hunted or birth and natural death?
Well, we'll say that most of the ones that I've turned in are between 2 and 3.
So a 12-year-old's
12-year-old is an old bird. You know what I mean?
grandpappy.
Yeah, it's a old one.
You've
But
been
that
around
doesn't
the
say
block.
too. It might be that I'm shooting mostly local birds. Could
And
be.
it hasn't exactly
Could be.
migrated very much.
It hasn't migrated much,
But
But
it found you.
well, I mean, I have shot like I got some bands. I got some local ones, but I got one from Michigan, which was cool. And they came across I shot that goose in Ontario, but that one came all the way from the other end of Lake Erie. You flew all the way through Lake Erie up to back up again to Ontario, which was weird.
It's a very strange route.
I
It's
swear,
like air.
Geese have no rhyme, no reason to them. That's the only thing.
Air traffic control, ATC routes. It's like, you ever see those routes? You ever go on an airplane and like look at the route you're taking to get to somewhere? Like, we take some weird freaking direction, angles, and approaches to get to place. Yeah, it's weird.
Like,
I've always
go from Buffalo to New York City to Georgia.
We're gonna head over Connecticut for some reason, then come back down to LaGuardia. I don't know. Like, why are we going? I don't know. Big loop.
They must have some reason for it.
Aliens. Talk to Dan. He'll tell you why.
Listen,
I feel like he's the guy that would answer it with like some side kind of sincere answer. Like, I know a little bit about this.
He knows a lot more than
he knows a lot about a little bit
more than most about crazy shit you wouldn't think about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like when we were talking about the pipelines thing, he's like, "Do you know how many pipelines are underneath America?" He pulled up a picture. He's like, "There's miles and miles of pipelines underneath America going from all and when you see the map, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like it's everywhere. Everywhere, every state, there's pipelines from across the country all the way up north,
Are we talking
south,
about gas
east,
pipelines?
West.
Are we talking about oil? Like,
Oil.
we got oil.
Oil, north, south, east, west, diagonal, crisscross, zigzag. There's pipelines all over the goddamn place. And it's weird. Crazy. It is crazy. Like, it blew my mind, honestly. I was like, well, why is this one pipeline killing us then if there's this many? But those are inner
I mean, it killed a lot of jobs.
It killed a lot of...
but our union brothers...
They were in a union, but I think they got... relocated to
relocated, reappropriated. I don't know.
No. Something like that.
I don't know if everybody lost. I know that I read a lot of stuff saying that I think it was like 1,100 people or something like that.
It was a lot. It was 11. I think you're right. It was 1,100.
It's pretty crazy. We supported that guy.
Oof.
That's what we did.
I mean,
it is what it is.
It is what it is, but
it's 4 years.
Still, I don't know who's gonna run it in the next one.
Evidently, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Get out of here,
dude! This guy's actually thinking about running.
You're out of your mind.
I swear to God, there's like legit talk about this guy running for president.
The Rock.
That is no BS, bro. I am not yanking you.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson's gonna run for president.
I'm not pulling your goat, bro.
You ain't stroking me, huh?
No, not even a little bit. I don't know, man. What's the next level? I mean, celebrities have made it to some sort of political head of something and everywhere at this point, you know?
That's a bad idea.
Arnold?
Celebrities should not be in politics.
I don't know.
It's like when Trump was running for president and all the celebrities are coming out like, "Oh, if he becomes president, I'm leaving the country." Like, you're just a dickweed then. Dude. You're gonna leave the country because why? You're a baby cry? You know what I mean? Like, come on now.
So the thing with The Rock for me is like, he's just a native Hawaiian that
is he a Hawaiian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's huge, played football, got into wrestling. That huge success there. Huge success in acting. Is in so much shit. Has his own freaking tequila, by the way. Toast to that tequila because that thing is dope.
Have you ever
get a bottle? Yeah, the Terra Maza or whatever it's called. I can't really exactly remember.
Tequila.
But The Rock's freaking tequila is smooth, bro.
Really?
And it's not super expensive. I mean, the drinkability with a glass and a couple cubes of ice. That's it. That's all you need. I don't know what kind of tequila you like. But anyway,
tequila.
But that's like stay in your lane, bro. No. What do you know about politics? They're going to spend the first year just teaching you how to work the computer that you're president now, and now you're like there's certain things, certain aspects. Like Donald Trump kind of was like a good fit for that just because he's such a businessman. So at least he had an aspect of that. Like,
only thing about
The Rock is not.
No,
he doesn't know how to lead like that, dude. What was he ever in charge of?
The only thing, though, I feel like the president doesn't lead anymore, really. Like, they're just getting talked to by everybody else.
Yeah.
They're the front man. You know what I mean? They're just the front man on the totem.
And the one we got now, man, he's creepy looking, dude. If I see any more videos of this guy looking like a reptilian, I'm gonna lose it.
You know,
or like a shapeshifter or something, or he's a clone. Really?
Fuck. You ever see the movie Deliverance? And that banjo kid just on the...
Yeah, I know the movie you're talking about. I just never actually watched it.
You looked that up on your phone? You'll never unsee that. Let me tell you.
Yeah, the banjo kid from Deliverance?
Kid from Deliverance. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely what he looks like on that one.
I just can't see The Rock doing it. I can't see it happening. It doesn't make sense in my head.
It's just, this is the problem when you get not just actors but just celebrities in politics. They just put themselves out there, and then they start losing people. I mean, they'll gain people and lose people, but I mean, like, you look so bad. Oh, you see it? You see it now?
That is great.
Oh yeah, he's the banjo kid from Deliverance. That's him,
dude. That
That's
is not a joke.
Oh yeah,
the banjo kid from Deliverance. Yep, Billy Redden.
I'll post a clip of that. Billy Redden.
Billy Redden. Yeah, you need to do a side by side. You need to get in some of these other images and like find one they're kind of facing the same way. Dude, that's weird.
I told you.
But yeah,
I
mean, his smiles. I mean, they even have like, why is his teeth? Does he have dentures? Just
He's
most
an old
popular
man.
guy on the planet, and they can't figure out how to get his teeth sticking still. They can't find the right glue for this guy.
I didn't see why. What happened?
Oh, dude, he has these freaking interviews and stuff, and his teeth are like clattering. It's weird.
boy.
They're clattering. They're moving. It looks like my grandmother trying to chew on dry turkey.
Oh Jesus!
It's shit.
I mean,
It's so weird.
the only thing is, I don't like what he did with like. Remember when he went to the union, when he went to that union site and he got in the dude's face. He's like, "I'll take you outside, buddy." When he was talking about the AR-14s or whatever he was talking about, yeah, the AR-13 or whatever he said. I'm like, oh god, like, you know what I mean? Like you're supposed to be the president, man. Take your hits as you go. You know what I mean? Like, just if you're wrong, then you're wrong. If you're right, then you're right. But just don't be a dickweed about it. And I was like, man. But you know, Trump wasn't any better.
No,
for the fact that
that guy couldn't step off his dick. He stepped on his dick all the time.
if he would just shut his mouth every now and then, he would have still probably been president.
Good 75% of the time, somebody would just say, "No, stop! Put your phone down.
Put your goddamn phone
Actually,
down."
give me your phone. When you go to the bathroom, you're not allowed to have your phone anymore because
Listen.
you take really long shits, and I think that's when you get yourself in trouble."
Not just that. This dude was like a vampire. He was like, if anything weird would happen, he would be on there 3-4 in the morning hitting Twitter up like.
Yeah, he's got to have a posse though that takes care of a lot of some of that. Come on.
Maybe. But you knew the Trump tweets coming out.
You know something.
You knew the Trump
asinine was going to come out.
God.
But like, it's one of those things that like kind of everybody feels this way, but when you say it out loud, you sound mean, and then you hurt somebody's feeling. You're like, I ain't mean to hurt your feelings, but damn, dude, I mean, you don't see it too?
Yeah,
you don't see it the same way? How do you not see it the same way?
I mean, I don't know, man.
You know what? I was actually listening to a podcast with Whitney Cummings. She's hilarious. I love that woman. Beautiful too. She was they were talking about like gender and stuff like that. And it was on the Dex Shepherd podcast. Anyways, she said this one thing and it really stuck with me. Feelings are not facts.
That's true. That's true. Feelings are not facts.
If there was ever anything more true about this whole gender thing, and I won't go too much on it. I don't know how you feel on it, but
The whole gender thing?
Yeah, the whole gender nonsense and how many different nonsense there are out 217 different genders and sexes.
That's horseshit.
It's all nonsense to me.
That's horseshit.
Feelings
There's not 200s. Well,
are not facts.
Listen,
though. I love it.
I get that there's some different shit out there in the world, right? But listen to me here. When you start saying that you have like 13 different titles to what you are, you're full of shit. Let me tell you what. And let me tell you what. If you're a dude who thinks that you're gonna go in the bathroom with my daughter, you're not.
Not happening, homie.
You're gonna get punched in the face. Like, it's gonna happen.
I'm gonna snatch
like,
you back.
You're not.
I'm gonna snatch that hairpiece.
Hell no. You know what I mean? Like, that's ain't gonna happen.
I'm gonna pop out. It's not gonna be pretty, and I just laugh because I don't want it to happen.
I don't want it to
don't
happen.
because I don't want to be on the news
situation
for that kind of situation. To be like, why'd you do this? Oh, you're misgenderfying this person. And I'm like, no, dude.
Listen, if you got a wiener, you're not going in the bathroom with my daughter. I don't care. You can wait outside for your turn. That's why they have the big restroom. You go in the family restroom or something. I might just start sending my daughter in like the family one. You know what I mean? Like I can't trust people no more. Or am I gonna be in Walmart and all of a sudden some weirdo is gonna walk in there? Like, no, that ain't gonna happen, man.
No, man.
That ain't gonna happen. It ain't never gonna happen.
Just leave it alone. I don't get it. Why can't it just be left alone? Male and female. Everything else, just understand it's a feeling, but it's not a fact. 100% love that saying. Your feelings are not facts. My feelings aren't facts.
No.
But science, if there's anything that is factual, it's science.
The thing about it is that people nowadays are getting offended by the stupidest little shit.
Yeah.
Little shit. You know what I mean? And there's some things that probably definitely were offensive. There's got to be something, there's some of them definitely you were like, ooh, damn, we let that go this long. Like, holy smokes. But for the most part, you're like, are you kidding me? You know what I mean? But some things you're brought up, you're like, wow, that sucker went on for way too damn long. But most of the things you're like, come on, man.
How diverse politically do you think the hunting world is? How really diverse?
Politically?
Politically. I know everybody thinks, if you're a hunter, guaranteed you're
a white guy.
You're a white guy. You're
looking
redneck,
like Elmer Fudd.
I mean, not even so much the white guy, because I think that stereotype has kind of been taken away from hunter. I feel like enough, Spanish, black people, Asian people that I know that hunt, and it's kind of like just been normalized at this point. I don't think the color thing is an issue on this, but I mean, just like the typical stereotype of a hunter is going to be a Republican, gun-loving, Second Amendment Nazi, That's what everybody thinks that a bunch of hunters are, The people that don't hunt, especially the people in the city that have never fended for a meal in their life, as far as hunted a meal in their life.
Well, I mean, the thing lately, I think that's starting to kind of go away a little bit more, because now you're starting to see more liberal and Democrat, and not just Democrats, but just really more liberal starting to get guns, and people who weren't gun people before, they're starting to get guns, and now they're starting to kind of look into hunting. You're starting to see it's kind of weird that it's
I've actually starting to
switch. Yeah,
that's kind of like what I was getting to. That I've actually noticed that people in my family, my wife's family too, that they're just like, now they're talking to me about guns. What guns? I mean, guys that
you wouldn't
I went to high grew up with that never really cared about guns in the past. And I've been into firearms for a long time now. And now they're like always asking my advice and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, where was this energy when I was there?
Oh, yeah,
and I'm like, now all of a sudden you want to go hog hunting? I left Florida 5 years ago. Come at it.
Honestly, lately I've been telling people like, shit, if you want to get a gun, you might as well just get a goddamn bow, because you ain't gonna find ammo for it anyway.
That's a big one. I think there's a lot of longtime Democrat, liberal people out there, or anybody on the left side of the spectrum, that have been bow hunters for way longer. They're just not gun people.
They're just not gun people.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who bow hunt who aren't gun people. There's a lot of people just in general who aren't gun people. You just don't want a gun. They don't want a gun with their kids. You know what I mean? They're just afraid of it, but for no reason, honestly. Like there's no reason to really be afraid of a gun, right? You know what I mean? But people are.
Absolutely, they're terrified just by the picture of a gun. Will trigger people.
Well,
funny enough,
you know what it is
called
too.
Trigger.
Oh yeah, but you know what's funny though too is they always show the same gun. They always show the M16, AR-15. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that style M4 style firearm. Then they're gonna show a big scary Glock 17 or a Glock 21 or something like that.
Yeah,
We're gonna go to like a Mossberg with a pistol grip, pump action.
At the end of the day, like if you get a 1022 and you have a regular walnut stock on there, that 1022 is the same 1022 if I take the fore end off and the stock and replace it with anything else.
Yeah,
doesn't mean I can get those 10 shots off faster.
Or not.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I can get those 10 shots off any faster or slower. It's just what it looks like. Like it's like say if you have a it's like say if you have a red F-150 and a blue F-150 that's lifted with some big tires on it.
That red one's going to cost more on insurance.
It's going to cost more insurance. yeah, got me there. but I mean, the truth is you know what? You made one different and it looks better, but it's the same damn truck.
Absolutely.
There ain't nothing different than that sound bad. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, and that's the same thing with the guns that people need to realize too. Like I have a Mossberg 500. If I take that stock off and I put it, the chainsaw, fore end down there with the top, and I just put a pistol grip on the back, it's still a Mossberg 500.
Nice little muzzle brake at the end. One of them blender buster looking muzzle brake, like a breakaway.
It ain't gonna be any different though. You know what I mean? The thing about it is I'm gonna get the same 5 shots off of my tube as fast as I could with it to my shoulder, and probably less accurately. Honestly, I feel like once you start getting into crazy stuff like that, well, for shotguns anyway, you start getting less accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, I just put that adjustable stock on that shotgun, and it's
On
a
your
pump. It's a
Yeah.
pump action, so you can put adjustable stock on there, right? The only thing about it is I took it right back off. I took it right back off and put my regular one back on because it's so hard of a plastic, and it's actually the way it's designed is low on the gun. It's more or less for just pulling up and shooting.
Yeah.
You're not aiming. It's not a deer hunting gun. And I was like, well, maybe it'd be cool. Just it's got a pistol grip on there. I was like, maybe I could hold it tight. No,
Turkey, nothing.
no, you don't want that gun. You don't want
Really?
that on your gun. No, man, dude, that thing blew my cheekbone apart.
Dude, I know guys that have gone to Europe, gone to like Italy, gone to Germany and stuff like that, and gone to go and get custom fitted guns to them.
I mean,
Butt stocks, barrel length, everything, dead to them.
I mean, that goes to say about anything. I mean, you could do that here if you wanted to. You'd have to order it and do what you want.
Could you imagine spending that
It's
much
a lot
money
of
on a gun?
Think of how much money that's
Like these
gotta be.
guys, like what is it, the Krieghoffs or something like that?
I don't
Krieghoffs
know
or
what
something
that
like
is.
that.
What's that?
It's a shotgun that, I mean, double barrel over under. I'm not sure they make semi-autos. But these guns are like anywhere from $60,000 to you're talking like $413,000. These
For
are
a
stupid
shotgun?
for a shotgun. They make like a demonstration shotgun of like how their mechanisms work and stuff, and it's like a completely crystal shot. It's the most beautiful shotgun you've ever seen in your life.
Crystal?
It doesn't even work, but it's the
No?
coolest looking shotgun. Like they really took a lot of time just to make a demonstration model. But I guess that's what you get from a company that is charging on an average $100,000 a shotgun to customize. I mean, they're flying you back and forth to custom. I mean, the whole thing, dude. Shipping, I don't know. That's probably the least amount of the cost, but
Well.
like I don't know what kind of trees they're using to make these buttstocks or whatever. Maybe they're elves that are making them, they're fairies and stuff.
I mean, I've never actually even heard of that.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that.
Dude,
What are they called?
Krieghoff. I'm pretty sure it's called Krieghoff. Kreighoff. And it's got like a little weird little 2 dots above the E. So that shows that it's definitely in Europe.
It's definitely European.
It's got the fancy 2 dots above the E.
It's definitely European.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man. I mean, but even like Beretta, we get the Snickel Fritz for firearms from Beretta.
what?
Italy gives us the Snickel Fritz. I had a guy that went when I was working at the range.
Yeah.
And he was an Italian dude, and I let him shoot the Beretta CX4 Storm, and it's like a little 9mm carbine.
Okay.
Cool little gun. I showed him that, and I was carrying that day my Canik TP9 SA that I had in a Beretta holster because they're so closely related that the gun fit in it. So I used that holster for my TP9.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, is that a Beretta?" I was like, "No, it's a Canik." And he was like looking at it and stuff. He's like, "Yeah, I work for Beretta in Italy." He's like, "You guys love that 92 series, a lot of you guys love that, the M9, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't like the one that you used in the military. You like the one that you bought out the case. But like the Compact, the Brigadier and stuff like that, they're all dope firearms, right?" He's like, "Yeah, that's like the crappiest version of a handgun we sell." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Dude, you gotta come to Italy and check out the factory and like come and see how nice the firearms that we make. But like you go on the Italy version of Beretta, Italian version of Beretta, yeah, they're there. They make dope firearms. They don't. You can order them, but you don't know about them unless you go that route." And
I didn't even know that. I didn't,
run
honestly,
into
I
an
didn't even know
Italian.
that. Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't doubt it. I really don't doubt it. We get a lot of secondhand stuff.
Yeah, we get a lot of the tasteless stuff here in America.
We
I feel
really
like
do.
we get
We
the
really
dumbed down versions.
I mean, because if you look, if you just look through the different countries, we even get caliber like there's even different calibers out there that we don't even get in America.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like if you go to Africa and stuff like that, when you talk about safari rounds, like you know
mention
how
a
hard that would
308
be?
to them, they're gonna be like, "What?"
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. But going back to what we were talking about, where do you even direct somebody nowadays who wants to talk about getting a new gun? Where do you even direct somebody?
What do you mean, to purchase it?
To purchase. Like, I mean, like, what do you even say? Because like you can't.
I mean, the
even say-
variety out there to like put your hands on a firearm and actually get the feel for it. I feel like most of these people are stuck to forums and just, you know, he say, she say on how a gun feels.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, guns are starting to come back. I'm starting to see guns definitely come
in stock.
back.
Yeah, you're starting to see it every now and then. But dude, if I see another like SCCY or freaking, oh my god, I keep seeing like these guns that more Taurus curves. Why are those still in existence?
The Taurus curve.
The Taurus curve.
I've never shot one, but they look crazy.
You're better off not. It's got to be a 23-pound trigger and like
oh boy,
the reset's longer than the first trigger pull. It's got to be a horrible gun to shoot. I can't imagine it being anything better than. Probably it feels ergonomical because Taurus is very good about that.
Yeah.
To me, like the G2s and stuff like that, the Millenniums, the 101s and stuff like that.
I know that one.
Like I like the way they feel in the hand, but as soon as you pull the trigger, you're like, nope, next gun.
Yeah, not that one for me.
Yeah, not that one.
I've seen the Taurus curve, and I was like, I don't even know. I definitely wanted to try to shoot it. I was like, I'd like to shoot this thing, but I was like, I don't know if I'd buy one just because I'm like, why do I want a curved pistol?
Mathematically, in the tolerances of firearms science, apply it to the situation. I don't know how that gun works. It's got a literal curve to it, so when it sits in your pocket, it has just enough of an angle so it like kind of blends that profile of the firearm in your pocket.
Yeah. It's definitely weird. Like
so shooting it doesn't make sense.
Shooting it doesn't make sense to me. Like I feel like in the hand you'd be like, what the hell? Like how do I even hold this fucking thing? You know what I mean? It would be insane. Like like anybody who's got one, I'd like to.
I mean, I take it to the range just because I want to shoot one.
There, and I've never seen that. You know what I mean?
I know the trigger pull is going to be horrible. It's going to be gritty. The slide's probably going to get jacked up and it's going to get locked back. And on the first shot, it's going to stovepipe or failure to feed. Something's going to happen. But I want to shoot one.
I definitely like to shoot. That's the only thing I feel like with those little micro pistols, they always end up getting jammed. Like those slides always get locked. They don't want to.
I think it's because in 380. I think once you put that same put that same micro pistol in a 9mm, and I feel like you get less problems.
Probably 380 is a problematic little round.
Yeah, it is. It's a finicky little bastard.
It doesn't have like enough little. It doesn't have enough power.
No, it's got to be
to push the slide out.
It's like the spring always overpowers the round itself, so you're gonna have some kind of failure problem.
It's like you almost got to like, okay, I bought a 380. Let's switch to springs immediately.
Yeah, lighten them up.
Lighter spring. You know, I feel like
I don't know if that's the exact answer because I'm not a gunsmith or anything like that.
It'd probably
mentally,
work.
Mentally, I always feel like that's the issue. Even when you're racking back 380s, I feel like
true. I mean, I don't know everything about guns. You know what I mean? I definitely don't know everything about guns. I don't know everything about anything. I mean,
tell you what, the Glock 42 though.
What's that one?
The Glock 42 is a 380. It's about the same size of like the LCP, the.
There's so many
938, but yeah, the Glock 42, it's probably bigger than the 938.
There's so many.
It's
Glocks.
a 380 that actually shoots, and the Browning, I think it's the Browning BDA.
Yeah.
That is also in 380.
Yeah.
And it just looks like a small M9, and that thing's in 380. That thing's actually enjoyable to shoot. My buddy has one, and it's freaking nice.
My old man's got a 380, and it's that thing jams all the time. It's a little Taurus, and it's a little pocket Taurus.
Sorry, Pops. If you got more than one Taurus, though, man, that's your fault. I won't take that back.
I tell you what, my Taurus in the 40 is a good round.
What is it?
It's a Taurus P40.
Older Taurus.
It's an older Taurus. It's an older one. Honestly,
it's probably a heavier one, huh?
It's a heavy little pocket gun. But
probably when Taurus stopped before they started trying to mass produce firearms, they might have been decent back then.
It's not bad for a 40 kill.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but I'll tell you what, it hurts the hand because it's so small.
Yeah,
just the way it's
snappy, dude.
The way it's cut.
The dovetail on the back, beaver tail, whatever you want to call them.
Oh yeah, if you ain't holding that thing right, you're screwed.
Like slide bite or like the grip just eats you up.
It's right at the top of the grip. Where you know every time you pull that trigger, and you're just feeling that boom, want to dig back into right at it sits right on the knuckle.
Did it come with adapters?
No.
It didn't come with like.
No.
Yeah.
I put a Hogue.
Hogue. Next option.
Yeah. But
move on to Hogue.
That thing's a little bit, but it's
Mire.
weird because it's thick in the hand. For being a pocket gun, it's thick in the hand. So and with that Hogue on there, it even makes it even more. You're like, oh man. Honestly,
are you a pocket gun guy?
Yeah.
Am I learning this?
Well,
have we never talked about pocket guns?
No. I mean, when I go to the store, yeah, of course I'm a pocket gun guy.
Oh man, inside the waistband, brother, pocket guns.
I throw my 380 or my 38 in my pocket. Dude, I tell you what.
I wish I still made holsters. I'd make you an ankle holster, and that would be your go-to carry.
I would
wear jeans all the time.
Yeah, I would do an ankle. I'll wear it with the socks and shorts.
What am I? I'm on house arrest.
Yeah, looking stupid. Hell yeah, one big long sock.
Just covering a mess. Dude, I've made holsters for guys that had like baby desert eagles that I've made holsters for ankle holsters.
I forgot you used to make holsters. That was
baby desert eagles, bro.
Baby desert
on
eagle.
The ankle. Are you kidding me?
How big of a pistol is that?
Baby desert eagle is still the size, I would say. Oh man, I think it's heavier than it is big, but it's probably about the size of like a Glock 17.
Okay, so yeah, still
on your ankle.
Yeah, it's a
like
big
how
gun
big a
on
boy
ankle.
are you?
Yeah, it's a big gun.
How big ankle you got? Like, are you wearing Jinkos? Is this 1994 and you're wearing like Jinko jeans and them big old bell bottoms, bro? And that's how you're rocking it? Because like I could see, then anybody could rock it.
People don't wear those anymore.
I don't think so.
You
know what they do? I guarantee you they do. I guarantee you go to Seattle. There's like a whole all of Chaz is wearing Jinkos and Lee's pipelines.
I just seen yesterday there was an ad for women's jeans and they had the bell bottoms. I was like, what, bell bottoms are coming back?
Oh, I mean, bell bottoms have low key always been around. They kind of never faded completely. I remember when I was a kid, and girls used to wear them, dude.
Yeah, but they're starting to come back. It looks like
the bigger ones are making a comeback. Yeah.
Yeah, like holy shit.
The more accentuated opening on the bottom is coming back. I see broads wearing those now. Yeah. It's funny. I think it's classic, right?
It's classic. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
They had fun in the 60s and 70s, right?
You could put a big old pistol in there if you were a girl.
Yeah. She's got like a freaking Mossberg shockwave just taped to her fucking calf.
Her leg. Oh yeah.
Not quite, motherfucker. Although you got the wrong woman.
Oh yeah, she puts up the leg, bang. But no, I honestly I throw my 38 in my pocket just because I like my revolver and I can put it in my pocket and I don't feel afraid. Like if somebody tried to rob me,
it's just hard to get to, bro.
Well, no. All of a sudden, they ask me for what are they gonna rob you for? Right, your money. They don't want your hat. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, let me get your money. I'm gonna be like, okay.
Unless you're wearing a Von Dutch hat or something.
Pocket. Well,
an Ed Hardy or something like that. They might want your hat.
But all that, I mean, that's my whole thought process. Like if they're like, oh, yeah,
so that's first thing
give me your money.
For.
I'm like, okay, cool. Just reach right in my pocket, and I'm gonna blast them through the pocket. I'm not even gonna pull the gun. I'm gonna shoot you through the pocket.
You're gonna high step it and hope that you miss.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing about it is it's a small little snub nose revolver.
I don't know how that would feel to shoot a gun out of your pocket.
Oh, I've practiced it. Practice it.
You've shot a gun through your pants.
Go to the SA and go get yourself some shitty jeans. And you gotta love your local Salvation Army for getting shitty clothes to shoot through.
I want you to create a checklist for this outing and stuff that I need to have. Listen, go to Goodwill, get yourself a pair of $6 Wranglers.
Dude, shit.
Make sure they're Wranglers, so you wear Wranglers all the time anyway.
Yeah, that's it. No, but I'm telling you, if you could get some shitty clothes and a jacket, try to shoot through the pocket of a jacket.
I could see the jacket thing, but because I feel like you can move the firearm away from your body enough. I wear jeans. I'm not saying I'm wearing tight jeans, but I'm definitely not wearing baggy jeans because I'm not that guy anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I could pull my hand away, the firearm away from my leg enough. I feel like I'd shoot myself. I know a guy shot himself. Actually, a buddy of mine shot himself. The dumbass.
Oh no.
You know what he was doing?
He
was pulling his gun out of his pocket, sitting down though in his car because he was taking it out of his pocket to put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Before he got out of the car, I think he was going to like a house party or something like that. He was telling me. So he was taking his gun out of his pocket, and it was a revolver 38. Pulled it out. It was actually a Ruger LCR.
That's
because I actually like that. Oh, you do?
Yeah, that's exactly.
I love that gun.
But mine is.
That's a nice little revolver.
I have the hammer. Not
do you?
Hammerless. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about revolvers and shrouded hammers or hammerless or hammers, but that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
So this dude pulls it out, and when he goes to like move it across or put it in his door, I think he was going to put it or something like that, and he shot himself in the leg.
Mm.
So Instead of
shoot
getting
himself in the leg,
I guess he pulled it from here, went across his body. The thing he was going to put it in the side of his door or something like that.
Yeah.
And when I guess he had his finger on the trigger and got stuck on a seatbelt or got stuck on a piece of cloth or clothing, just enough to where it stopped the gun from moving, and his hand kept moving, and it pulled the trigger.
I wonder if he had the hammer cocked back. If he had because like I know the LCR had that shrouded hammer, and it's barely visible.
Yeah.
That's the only reason too. I like the hammer. I can see where it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's
decocking.
No thinking
as well.
Yeah, decocking. I mean, you're supposed to be able to decock with the shrouded, because with the LCR, like in the middle, you could actually grab the hammer still. If
Can
you
you?
wanted to. Yeah, yeah. They have it so that you could actually grab the hammer. Also, it's like a little nub, you know, hanging out.
Still butthole puckering, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, especially if you're not familiar with firearms. Probably not go with a shrouded hammer revolver.
No, honestly, like the LCRX, like I got is definitely.
Oh, do you have the X, the laser?
No, it didn't come with.
I thought the laser.
No, the X was just because it had the exposed hammer.
Oh man, I thought that was the difference between the LCR and the LCRX.
No, LCR was shrouded. LCRX had the exposed hammer.
Huh.
But
learn something.
Oh yeah, you could get the laser for it.
Yeah, I think it's the Crimson Trace. That's what I thought came on the LCRX. I thought they all came standard with that.
No, but
no shit.
Honestly, for as far as I'm going to shoot the thing, I don't
yeah.
need a laser.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking of a 4-yard shot at longest.
Tops.
Yeah, I'm talking from me to you. Honestly,
legally, you can't shoot anybody. There's a distance. I'm not going to say the distance because it might not be the right answer.
7
feet.
Yards.
7 yards. 21 feet.
It's 21 feet.
21 feet.
Yeah, unless they
That's
have a gun.
the number you're going with.
Unless they have a gun.
See, that's the discrepancy.
Listen, if somebody has a gun along...
If he has a knife...
Yeah.
And he's standing 22 feet...
Yeah, I'm not going to
But he's running... Am I going to wait for him to run at me?
Yeah, I'm going to wait till he gets close.
I've seen too many videos with that. With, like, guys doing the whole... Like, shooting guys with, like, cap guns and stuff like that. Or, like, paint guns or whatever. And a guy comes at a guy... I believe it's 7 yards then, 21 feet. Because they were doing the legal limit of how close a person has to be and stuff.
I don't know.
And I was like, these guys were moving in, and these guys were not taking accurate shots by the time they drew their weapon and this guy attacked them. By the time they drew their weapon, got on site, and put a decent shot, usually it was like in the shoulder or the hip or something like that, but the guy was like on him already. He would have already stabbed you about 6-7 times because you were fiddling with your gun.
Well, now, but here's goes to say, like, if you've seen a guy running at you, you could always pull the gun way before he gets, within range. That's what I would do.
You just can't shoot him?
Well,
like, can you pull your gun?
I would pull my gun on somebody, especially if they're running at me with a knife. I'm pulling my gun.
I'm doing all of the above, by the way. I'm pulling my gun well before. If I think this situation's happening, it's in my hand. I might not be facing towards the threat immediately, but he doesn't know it. The gun's in my hand.
Yeah, I'm pulling the gun.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
It's out.
I don't even care. Listen, if there's a guy who's... you dropped the mic. Yeah. But drop the mic. But if there was a guy running at me with a knife, I'm pulling the gun well before I have the I'm not going to be like, halt, I have a gun, I'm going to pull it. No, I'm pulling the gun, and then if he gets any closer, then I'm going to blast him. That's just how it's going to go.
Can you get a shoulder rig, man? You got to get it out of your pocket, bro. You got to carry it out of your pocket, man.
Well, it depends on what gun I have too.
You got.
Yeah, I mean, like
waistband holsters.
Yeah, I have belly bands, which I kind of moved away from now. I have the inside the waistband holsters. I have hip holsters. I have ankle, and I don't like the ankle because it was just like an Uncle Mike's ankle.
Yeah,
I don't like that one too much. You know what I mean? But
anything with a neoprene, man, I did like ours because we use this like wool felt, whatever. It's like antimicrobacterial and stuff like that, so it didn't like rash up on you either, and you can wear it for a long time, and you'd almost forget that you had this freaking thing on. It was great. I still got one right now for my XDS, but yeah, that's probably the most comfortable thing I've ever made was that ankle holster. My favorite holster.
Well, I mean, honestly, I've yet to find a good because I haven't had one like specialty made.
Yeah.
But I got my old man a Kydex, and he really digs that. I kind of dig that one too. I don't remember. There's
so many companies that make even halfway decent ones nowadays.
But he's got the Nano 9mm Beretta.
Nice. I made some for that. I made a lot of ankle holsters for that too.
And it's a square little pistol, but it's nice. It's not bad. A good shooter. It's not bad. But honestly, I like it because the Kydex holster, all these companies who make them, they mold them right to whatever firearm you're buying.
Yeah.
So it's just like you could hear it like clicks right in there as soon as it's in there. So it's just like listen to that sound. Mics love them. But
yeah, man, because I mean they got that place Just Holster that does the same thing. They make
Holster,
they. God, I really wish I remember exactly where they're at. I want to say they're out in Akron.
Oh, I ordered this one online. I didn't go in. I just ordered it right online.
Man, support local, brother.
I didn't know. I honestly didn't look. It was one of those Facebook things that came up. Like
Yeah,
I was talking
it's
about
too
holsters
easy.
to somebody.
And those ads,
The ads, they
get you.
listen to you.
They get you. They know how to get you. They're listening in right
They're
now.
listening in right. Like I'll have 2 microphones on my goddamn
Right.
thing to buy next week.
New mic stands coming soon.
New
Boom
mic stands.
sticks.
I'm actually gonna get the booms. I'm gonna get
Yeah?
the booms. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
because I gotta have them clipped right here and then just right here, and then you
Yeah.
can move them up, down, lower. You know.
Yeah, I just slouch a little bit to get a little closer to it. It's cool.
Yeah.
I dig it.
But you know what?
I'm in a comfortable position.
Tall
at least.
guys. Like I noticed, like the last one with Joe, he's tall. He's tall.
Yeah.
Like, he was like way up. He was way up here. So
Yeah.
like even talking down, like he would have had to been like crooked to get, you know. But a short guy like me, like this one doesn't bother me. But I'm gonna definitely need a boom for different.
Oh, we're doing all right, man.
No man. But what the hell was I talking about? But honestly, I mean, it's hard to get out of the pocket because it's so fast. Like, and I don't know if you ever seen they have Kydex holsters for the pocket.
Yeah, they do.
That could just go trigger guard holster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it makes it a little bit more safe, but just the practicality of it coming out, it's just such a more effective and natural movement for me to draw from the hip, draw from either my 5 o'clock or 2 o'clock position.
What if a guy's on you already? What if a guy's already got the gun to your chest?
He got the gun to my chest.
And he wants your money.
You're kind of game, set, match already. You let him get too close.
No, I'm saying like,
you're in that situation though.
I'm saying you're walking through the aisle of Walmart, and you're grabbing your jelly and peanut butter, and all of a sudden you turn around and go put it in the car. Dude's got a gun to you.
Yeah,
give me all your money.
No, I'm still drawing from the hip if I have a chance.
Are you gonna draw from the hip?
Yeah, I mean I got no other choice.
Well, that's where I could go to the pocket. Okay, hold on 1 second, dude. Bang! And I'm blasting him. It's over. He's dead.
It's a real Doc Holliday way of thinking. I feel like didn't he carry like a 22 in his pocket?
He had a 38 Thunderer.
Yeah, that was on his hip though.
No, and he had
that was a cross draw, right?
No, he had the little one. Was the Thunderer. He had a Colt Lightning, which is a 41.
Yeah, the 41, not the mag.
Just a big one. No, it was
just a 41.
Regular 41, and then he had the 38 Thunderer. And that was a small one.
That was the other one that he carried right side, and it sat like upside down.
Yep. That was the 38 Thunder, the little guy. Yep.
Love those grips though.
The Pro
I
grips?
still want with that. What is it? The Bisley grips, I think they call them.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I'm surprised you don't have like a cattleman, like
I'm
a
so
birdie.
freaking picky, dude, and I'm cheap. Let's be honest. I mean, I got the money in the account right now to go and buy like a new birdie or something like that that I really want, or even a Vaquero, dude. I take a Vaquero all day.
Yeah, those are nice.
You know what I mean?
Those are nice.
But I go and I'm looking at them, I'm grabbing them, I'm holding them in my hand, and I'm just like, $879.
You know
then I look at the wife.
I just seen they had a one for 500.
Where?
I'm pretty sure it was running.
If you say, oh, okay, was it used?
No,
really?
It's new. Yeah.
Brand new Vaquero?
No,
Nice.
no. Uberti Cattleman.
Oh yeah, the Cattlemen are a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
I just like Ubertis in general.
Do you?
Their
Yeah.
triggers are real nice. I
never
like how
shot
smooth
one.
they are.
I like my. Why don't you get like the?
Dude, I became a snob working at that range, though. All the guys that used to come in and give me their guns and be like, yeah, go ahead, here's a box of ammo, go and shoot it. So I would I shot all these different pistols. I'm like, man, that's what they're really like.
No, that's true.
So
You
now
have
I'm
a
like,
different-
even
yeah.
the Uberti Cattleman that I could buy for $500 or $400, I think you pick one up, something like that. And I'm just like, I know that there's so many other guns that feel so much better.
That's true. That's true. If you know, then you know. You know what I mean. But is there any way that you can make make one of those guns feel any different?
As in like a Vaquero or a Uberti or something
Yeah,
like
like
that?
could you make
I'm
your
pretty
own
sure
birdie?
you could stone a trigger or something like that. Yeah, if you're gunsmith, yeah. You know, you get some flits on it, polish this, polish that, you know, possibly get some different springs from Ruger or Uberti themselves, or they got some
Secondhand
aftermarket.
springs
Yeah,
or
I'm
some
pretty sure
aftermarket
stuff
springs.
exists, but that goes into more gunsmithing thing. Once you take apart these things, yeah,
You can make them easier though.
yeah.
You could, but you know.
Technically, you could throw the money into it, but in
You're
that
talking
case,
about
you might
from
as well
right
just-
out the box.
Yeah, right
You
out
know,
the box,
gun,
just
yeah.
gone. Yeah, like, dude, I love when guys get Kimbers. and they're so excited to get a Kimber, and then they go and shoot their 1911 Kimber. I don't care which Kimber it is.
Yeah.
The only perfect out the box Kimber is that I've shot is that K6, the revolver, the Kimber revolver.
I never shot that one.
Dude, is amazing.
Really?
You got to get your hands on one. But anyways, every Kimber 1911, great guns. Won't take anything away from Kimber. They eventually break into be amazing firearms. But people spend this money on a Kimber, and then they're like, oh, this thing shoots like shit, and they're having failure to feed and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, and they're sending it back and forth, and Kimber's like, dude, just put like 1,000 rounds through it.
Oh, yeah.
But
get through the breaking period.
1,000 rounds, if you're not a shooter, is a lot of ammo.
That's a lot.
If you're a shooter, you're like, 1,000 rounds. Let's get this over with today.
We'll get this done tomorrow.
Hey, we got to go to the range. Why? I got to break in my gun, and I need you guys.
I
like that.
Shoot this thing 1,000 times.
Like that's another one of those things. It's like, yeah, you got guns like that you're still gonna have the break-in period to make them feel like they should, but I don't know. I'm still picky.
Yeah.
I've shot like Ed Browns and stuff, dude. Like Dick Heine's.
Yeah.
Like freaking high-end firearms.
Dick Heine.
Yeah, they're all Dick Heine. Yeah. I really hope his name's not even Richard. I really hope they just named him Dick.
Dick Heine.
Yeah, like I've shot those high caliber firearms, and then like I've shot like Daniel's Defense ARs, and when I see people pulling out, like a DPMS from Walmart back 8 years ago that they loaded up shit on it, I'm just like, it's still not a Daniel's Defense or something like that. It is what it is. I'm gonna shoot it.
I mean, honestly, like, I tell you what surprised me was the Rock Island. The Rock Island 1911s surprised the hell out of me. You know what I mean?
Actually, they make a 380 1911 Rock Island that's dope as hell.
I think I have seen that one.
Yeah. That's actually really nice.
They make a 9mm too.
Filipino. Yeah. They make a 9mm. They make it the 9, what is that 9 TCR or something like that. That weird 9mm. It's like a hot 9.
I've seen the 2011. You see that thing?
Oh, yeah.
The double barrel?
Who makes that?
I don't know, but that thing's crazy.
It wasn't SIG. Oh, man, that's going to bug me because we had that rep at the range too, and I shot it. It had like these dragon skin grips on it, dude. It was dope.
I tell you what,
dope. It was a double stack.
That seems like a big gun, though.
Wait, are you talking about straight two barrels?
2 barrels.
Oh, okay. No, I've never seen.
Did you see that one?
No, I haven't seen one in person, but I've seen like Jerry Mitchell shoot him.
Yeah,
Gotta love that freaking guy.
Well,
but that thing looks crazy, dude. The mechanics behind it, it's got to malfunction like crazy.
Well, it's just 2 pistols. They just put them together and
they welded, but I mean mechanically it's got to be different. There's got to be something different about it.
I don't know. I really don't think there is. It's like two
I
slides
think
in one.
Kunin sells one. I think they're the ones that make it, the double barrel.
I forget who sold it, but that thing was crazy. I was like, man, I don't even know if you could carry that thing. What would you carry? Would you carry 2 1911s stacked together like that?
You'd have to carry 2 of them under the arm, one under each arm. That's the only comfortable way I could think of.
What?
Carry them like a shoulder rig.
Oh, just
one under each arm. Yeah. Just to balance out.
Because it would be a heavy gun.
Because like if you carried one on one side, you'd have to have like 7 magazines filled with 45 under the other arm just to balance it out.
I don't even know if the magazines are together.
I don't think they are. I think they're individual.
Are they individual?
I want to. I feel like I saw Jerry loading them. Yeah, we're on first name basis. Mr. Michalek.
Hey,
Jerry.
That's cool.
Shout out to his daughter.
Oh, yeah, here's that. Oh, boy.
Meow.
Oh, boy. Better not hear that shit.
Yeah, right? Hopefully the wife never listens to any of these. Hopefully she gets disinterested in the first 5 minutes, and then she's like, all right, yeah, you guys are kind of funny. And just leaves it alone.
I'm done with that.
Never listens to the last quarter of it where I start getting a little raunchy. Hey. Yeah, man. But, I think I remember him loading them one at a time. I don't know any application for that.
I don't know any application for that, honestly.
Like, you can't take those into combat and be effective.
They say, like, the federal government says that it's 7 yards is the average distance for each shooting. And I think it's like...
Yeah, if they're bad shots.
Well, no, I'm just saying from just...
I guess average, yeah, when you break it down.
Yeah, when you break
it down. From all the belly shots to the somebody got shot by a 9mm 40 yards away.
Yeah,
They break it down to 20.
Yeah. No, but 21 feet. Which is still, I feel like that's a long ways. You know what I mean? 21 feet.
It's across the room. This is a pretty big room. I'd say this room's damn near 20. This is
yards?
about 19.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's about 7 yards.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. I guess it's not that big then, if you think about it.
I don't want to think about aiming it at anything on your wall because you got beautiful pictures everywhere.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
but
you ain't lying.
I could imagine myself
Glock.
being very accurate at everything on the other side of that wall.
Yeah, you're not lying, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't shit.
No, that ain't shit. I could hit it with a rock.
Right. If I had a sip of Gatorade, I could spit that far.
Yeah, for real, honestly. But yeah, so they supposedly say 7 yards is the average. I think it's like 5 shot, maybe 5. I could be wrong about that. I know the distance is right, but the shots, I think it was like 5. Was the average to stop whatever.
Stop the threat?
To stop the threat. I think it was 5.
Caliber up, bro.
I don't know, man. Well, you think
A
about
22, I could see 5 shots being required.
Maybe.
You put 5 shots of a 45 in somebody, they ain't coming back. There's very few paramedics that are going to be able to revive them.
Well, think about 10 mil when that came out.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, why do you think the federal government stopped using 10 mil? Because it was too fast. It wasn't stopping people. It was hitting them, but it was blowing right through.
So
that's Miami-Dade.
FBI used to carry a Smith & Wesson, one of those like weird 2952s, or they had like weird nomenclatures for all their firearms back in the day, but it was a 10 mil Smith & Wesson full size service pistol, right? And they actually had to they wanted it because of stopping power.
Okay.
So
well, what was it? What was the caliber?
It was a 10 mil.
10 mil?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a 10 mil. 4956, I want to say 4952, something like that. Anyway, so they ended up not using that round anymore because female agents were having problems with it. None of the male agents evidently had any issues with this particular caliber being I don't know if you ever shot a 10 mil.
No, I've never actually shot a 10 mil.
They're poppy.
Are they?
They're a snappy 45.
Well, people like to bring them out in like Alaska and stuff like that for bear. You know what I mean?
But could you imagine not using a more effective round just because a gender couldn't tolerate it? You're not using the best equipment because they can't handle the recoil of the firearm. So now the whole department along the board, it's got to go back to like 45s or 9 mils. I can't remember where the story went from there.
I don't know if it went back to 45 or.
Shit, it might have gone to 40s. I think
it was
at one
40.
point.
Well, because a 40 is just
40 was big in the 80s.
Yeah, 40 is just a smaller 10 mil.
Yeah,
it's just the little brother of the 10 mil.
Snappy 9. It is the perfect round between 9 and 45, though. I don't think 10 mil.
10 mil stronger than 45.
Yeah, it's stronger than 45
because it's faster.
I don't know if you get that much more out of a 10 mil between a 10 mil and a 45.
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Oh yeah, because that 10
ballistic wise,
everything.
10, I like 45.
Well, I like 45 myself. I do too. Honestly,
I really do.
But it's slower, and it's a heavier bullet.
Yeah,
it's a heavier projectile. But
somebody's wearing too many jean jackets. You might be in trouble.
You might
want that 9 ballpoint.
Well, I mean, 10 mil. They were saying that when that shooting at Miami-Dade was going down, that 10 mil was well, there was a lot of factors that went through there, but 10 mil was just too fast.
Wait a minute. In Miami-Dade?
Yeah.
What happened?
That was a shooting where one guy shot a shit ton of cops, and they were blasting them and everything like that. And like the one guy like forgot his glasses. Like the one officer forgot his glasses, and like that was the reason why he wasn't able to shoot right. And he got hit in the ankle, and like he hit the ground. Like one guy blasted a bunch of cops.
Wow.
Yeah. And
what was he using?
I don't remember. I think he was using like a 45 or maybe a shotgun or something. Like I forgot what he was using, but I know that the officers were using 10 mil at that point, and it was just too much.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a whole weird case right there. That's shit. You go on that one, but that one's a strange one. Honestly,
lack of training. I'm gonna rope that one into a lack of training.
It was definitely more of a lack of training, lack of coordination. Like that guy, like all only thing that would have fixed that guy, like all you had to do was have like one of those little neck straps on. If you need glasses, require glasses to shoot, and one part of your job might be shooting. Like you better have your glasses on your face. You know what I'm saying? And like not dropping.
And that's the difference between these officers being just coasting through, wearing a uniform, setting up for, special details to make extra overtime money and nonsense, just wearing the badge to wear the badge because it is a job. And then you have the guys that are out there really doing cop shit.
Oh yeah,
that's the difference.
I was gonna say there's gotta be cops out there who just flow through the day.
Dude, I know Buffalo cops since I've been up here that I've met working at the gun range and stuff. And, like, some of these guys are, like, they're at the range on off days shooting and practicing.
Yeah, but does that go to say that that's the person just likes to shoot, though?
No. I'm going to say that's the guy that's becoming familiarized with his profession and is perfecting his art.
Yeah.
If that's what's going to save your life and other people's lives, you better be freaking accurate doing it. A gunfight shouldn't last. Cops should be better than criminals.
Yeah.
Why did that fight take so long that multiple cops got injured? Because these guys are undertrained.
Well, that goes to training. I was going to say that goes right to training. That goes right to training. I mean, but
they do shit for stress training too, because everybody has to feel comfortable in their position. No, if you're a cop, you shouldn't feel comfortable in position. You should be on your freaking heels or on your toes all day, not sitting on your heels, and get ready for shit to go down. Be prepared.
Yeah, I mean,
know how to handle stressful situations.
I mean, that's what training should be. Should be more. Should be more focused.
They can't do it, Kenny. They're starting to do the same shit to our military too.
Yeah.
These people are moving into our military and dumbing down and thinking that feelings are facts. I'm sorry, your feelings aren't going to keep a bullet from hitting you in Iraq.
Yeah, but who's making them do like what's the factor of this? What's
I don't know. Society.
No.
Society. Liberals.
Funding?
No.
No,
liberals.
not funding.
It is this equality movement that thinking that everybody could do. I can't do things you can do. You can't do things I can do. And I can live with that, and I know my lane. You should be able to live with the things that you can't do, and I'd try to get better at the things you know how to do better than me, and you might do the same at verse. But there's going to be a possibility that I'll never be as good as you in something, right?
True. I mean,
I have to live with that. I'm not going to fight my way into your world and make you dumb down the way that you perfected what you do just so I can understand it and just so I could do it as well. That's not effective. Know your fucking lane. No, not everybody could do everything. It's not a participation award. Don't collect your $200 when you pass go. That bing, fuck.
I mean, that's true. I mean, people definitely need to realize that, like, you're not gonna be as good as somebody, when it comes to everything. Yeah. Somebody's going to be better than you at something. But
hunting, I suck at hunting. I suck at fishing.
Come on.
I fucking love it though.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get better every year. I try to ask the right people I mean, let's just say I don't have enough time under my belt to really consider myself a good or a bad hunter. I try to surround myself with people that have been successful in hunting and learn from them. Okay. Yeah. And knowing that I am trying to put myself in their world, I adapt to the people around me. I'm not trying to come in here being a Puerto Rican Cuban kid from Miami and say, this is the way I think shit should be done. You're hunting wrong, although you've been doing it all your fucking life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's people who do that.
I have no interest in being that person. I want to come in and feel as natural and you as natural as you are in your environment. We all feel fucking warm and happy about it. You do your thing. I'm just going to follow along.
No, I get it.
Least amount of ripples.
Well, when it comes to hunting, I feel like it's different too, because it's like, how good of a predator can you be? Not even like how good of a hunter can you be. I like the way you
said that.
How good of a predator can you be? It is true. How good of a predator can you be?
One man, one arrow, one deer.
One deer. No, honestly though, that's how it goes with hunting. For me, at least for me, like I don't try to like set myself like, oh, look at Steven Ranella. He's out there killing everything and doing it great, and he does a great job. But I don't put myself like, oh, I need to be like Steven Ranella, because there's no way I have the time to be like Steven. I know that I have no, but I know that for what time I do have, I know how to make it happen. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Make the magic happen.
I tell you what though, if
you put meat in the freezer, bro, you're a successful hunter.
If I had all the time that these guys do, if I was a professional hunter, shit would be dangerous. It would be getting dangerous out there.
I always say that shit too. Like, oh yeah, if I had a personal chef, I could be a bodybuilder too. Like, I could do anything if I had just that one extra thing. But we got to make it there, man. I would love to make it with you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sure.
You know, we can make Akron happen. I'm trying to make a place out in Cherry Creek happen. I'm trying to make a place out in Machias happen. You know, I got a couple places that I'm going to this year. I'm helping log. I'm helping cut.
Yeah.
Doing my due diligence on this property as far as getting eyes on these properties and seeing what I'm seeing as far as deer trails and, you know, what if they're even around during the middle of the day, whatever. So I'm walking all these lands that I'm going to, and I'm also helping these people out, you know.
Yeah.
They're doing food plots. I'm helping them. You know, I'm out there tilling. I'm with it. I'm got a rake and a shovel in my hand, and I'm ready to lay down seeds with everybody else that owns the property. I have no business being there, but I know that they're letting me hunt it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm doing that too.
Here's something to remember too. Now when I've hunted all over the damn place, right?
Yeah.
What I found effective, most effective. I mean, food plots are effective. They are effective, but now here's a big but when it comes to food plots. Big but. Big old booties. Listen, deer will pattern a human. They've been known to pattern a human, and they will pattern a human. No sweat. They're just going to do it. And if they know that food plot, somebody gets shot out of there all the time during hunting season, when it's daylight out, they won't go to it till nighttime.
Yeah.
You're better off look for the squirrels, man. Look for the squirrels and the birds, for real.
I hate the fucking squirrels and the birds.
I know, but they're going to
I've been spotted so many times and
red squirrel?
I've spooked so many deer just because I see the deer and then I hear something that's coming up behind me and I do that whole, it's a doe in front of me. Is that a buck behind me? Is that a buck behind me? Is that a buck? And I look and it's a fucking squirrel. And then I look at it and it climbs up the tree and then it goes, does one of them little things. Screwed. Deer looks up. I'm spotted. I'm moving all over the place now.
Barking at you.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
My buddy sent me Snapchats of like birds. They all just came into this tree behind him, and he's Snapchatting. These birds are just like tweet, 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 right behind him, loud as shit. And he's trying to deer hunt, and he's just Snapchatting. He's like, I think the deer are gonna see me. I'm pretty sure they can hear me right now. Like, they spotted me.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the only thing is little things will give you away, especially like red squirrels. They'll bark at you. You know what I mean? They'll bark at you, give you away. But
it's funny, though.
They're going to tell you where all the food is. You know what I mean? They're going to take you to the white oaks, the apples, and stuff like that. And that's where you want to be. Like, I cut lane. Like, I've been cutting lanes here now. And because I moved into my house and people used to deer hunt back here, but the trails that they made, I don't like them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just making, it was an old timer did it, and I'm guessing he
probably went the path of least resistance back then.
Well, deer are going to go follow the path of least resistance, but they still need food and water. Right?
And cover. They want cover still.
They want cover. So what I do is I'll make holes, tunnels basically, in through the thick red brush. Like, I'll find the thickest briars or brush and stuff like that, and I start at the bottom, and I'll literally crawl my way. Like, I'll find deer trails inside of this thick shit.
And just make it a little easier.
And I make it easier for them, and then I'm just at the one end. So they're coming out. Like, they're going to be walking through, and I'm just at the end.
That's nice.
So as soon as they come out, I'm there. You know what I mean?
That's sweet.
Oh, yeah, and then they don't even know. That's the best thing, because if you could keep it thick, and you don't want to be right at the end of the trail, you want to be like 10 yards off the trail. So you still only have a 10-yard shot, 10, 15-yard shot, right? But still, they're coming through, and they don't even see you now. Because they're just coming through and they're still in that thick shit. But you know that you can shoot here, here, and here all at 10, 15, 20 or whatever.
Yeah, you got it all dialed in. You're ready to go.
Oh, yeah, and they don't even see you that whole time because all they're doing is they're in that brush.
How high up you like going?
I don't know. I mean, I just use regular ladder stands. You know what I mean? So 15, I think it's like 15
20
feet.
Honestly, you got the 15-footers. You got like the 20, 25-footers, something like that.
I don't like to get past whatever they give me, honestly. I do not like to get too high up there. Like, I know, like my cousin George has a
climber.
No, he has a house he made up in the trees.
Really?
And that thing is like
up there,
like a 30-foot tower.
Nice.
Like, it's too much.
Bow?
It's too much for me.
He bow hunts from it?
I think he only just. Well, I don't know. I don't know. He might bow hunt from it, but he definitely rifle hunts out of it. He gets a lot of good deer too.
That's crazy. Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, I mean, it's a tower. It's literally it's a big tower.
No, that's high. That's up there. I mean, the platform, the bottom of it's at 30 feet.
Yeah, it's huge.
No shit.
It's massive. That's
an awkward shot.
I haven't hunted out of it. I won't get up that high. I don't like.
I don't know, I'd like to hear from people if they hunt any higher than 30 feet with a bow. I mean, what's the highest that you would feel comfortable taking an angled shot like that at a deer? You know,
It's something you practice. Do you practice how do you tree stand?
I mean, I stand. I actually stand on my 3 Seasons room, and I just put a target out in my yard.
That's fine.
So I stand on the roof of my house.
Yeah, you could do
I
that
just
too.
tell my daughter to snag the arrows out of the target and throw my arrows back up.
Oh yeah, I'll go up on the top of my my garage.
Nice.
Right in the back
All right,
there.
so I'm not the only asshole.
No, you know what's cool too, because I'm above the light at nighttime.
Yeah.
So you could put your at nighttime. It's cool because you got the target out there and you're actually on the roof and the light's under you.
Nice.
So you're shooting down and you can see your pin right on the target. It's cool at night. You know,
Nice.
I like it at nighttime.
I like.
I watch the pants though. Ooh.
I started liking because I was doing the 3 Seasons room towards the end of last year. My last couple shots, I actually started taking from my garage.
Yeah.
Because I had a heater in there.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt,
You know,
no
I'm
doubt.
like, fuck.
You've been doing the one a day.
What's that? No, I haven't been
my
doing the one a day, man.
God.
The bow's still downstairs in the basement. Actually, my buddy tells me I need to send it back to Florida.
Why?
He told me I'm due for a new string. He told me when he sent it up to me
No.
3 years ago now. He was like, yeah, in 2 years you're gonna need a new string
How
probably.
often do you restring your bow?
About every 3-4 years.
Do you really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're getting it by a professional that has all your measurements and everything, and anytime that I go down to Florida, like he remeasures me, you know, so he always has me ready for whatever bow I send to him. He could just put a new string on it, and he knows where I need it to be at.
You know, I shoot a lot. And
Yeah.
I've only had to restring my bow
See,
twice
the
in
lax
10 years.
The lax, man, is not something that you realize, or like twists and stuff like that. Getting your peep sight put in right, squared off, you know, redoing your servings, stuff like that. Do you do that?
Well, as long as everything, yeah. I mean, like I'll get my serving. Serving's got to be redone. I mean, that's one thing. Like you know,
that's
kind of
like
not
when
restringing if you get your servings redone.
if you restring after the first 2 years, you probably get about another 2 years out of it. So realistically, 5-6 years probably. I don't know. It depends on how much you're shooting. It
depends on how much.
If you're just a bow hunter,
I have
then I don't
have
think you're
pulled my
fun-
string though. I have stretched the string.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're to the point where all of a sudden you're shooting and then you shoot, and you're like, wait a minute.
there's no wall. It's just a sponge.
Well, no. All of a sudden you're like, man, I'm way off, and you're like, what the hell? Like you could still hit the wall.
Really?
But yeah, it's a longer draw now
Yeah.
too. So you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck? You're like, I don't get what's going on here, and like you're way off, and then you take it, and you're like, oh, you stretched your string. Like, how does that even happen?
Your
Like, come
anchor
on.
point's like a half inch beyond, and you really didn't notice it too much.
Yeah.
But I mean, it happens. It happens quicker than you think, though. You're shooting at least 365 arrows out of that string each year. If you're shooting one shot a day,
way more.
okay. So even
I shoot probably. And this is shitty to say, but I probably shoot like probably 1,000.
yeah, I'm around there
1,200.
because I go heavy. I'll have a day that I'll have a Saturday that my wife takes the daughter out to dinner, and they just have like a mommy-daughter thing, and I'll just sit in my backyard from like 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and pound a 6-pack, and just shoot arrows.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
How many arrows do you think you lose a year? You lose a lot. I lose a ton.
I've had the same 12 arrows for 2 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Dude, I blow.
No, I lied. 11 arrows. I broke one this year.
Dude, yeah. Dude, I blow them through the bag and I'll lose them. Get them lost inside the lawn.
That's,
you know what I mean?
That was my problem the first 2 years that I was here because I kept blowing through this crappy bag that I had. Now I got a Hurricane bag. Shout out to Hurricane, I guess, because my PSC super short don't shoot through it. I mean, it shoots through it. The arrow's on the other side of it sometimes, but it doesn't blow through it to where
No.
I've never had the fletchings pass through the bag.
Well, I got what? I got the one in the middle, and then I got the 5 spot on the other side.
Yeah.
You can't shoot through the middle of my bag right now. You can probably hit the 5 spot, but and I have a layered bag. It's actually it's the Cabela's bag. I loved it too.
Yeah.
But I just ended up blowing through it. Like I just shot the shit. Plus I
How
used
about getting a block?
broadheads too. Well, I was thinking about the block too.
The block seems to be so easy to get shit out of.
Yeah.
These bags, I feel like we're dealing with old technology.
Well,
you're
mine's
my
not
buddy.
a bag. Mine's a layered block.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I got to see it after this. Then.
Yeah,
I'll go check it out.
it's like a yellow layered block, but yeah, you're blowing through it when it comes to the the middle. I mean, you can shoot the 5 spot, but and it's something weird. I don't know if you ever shot 5 spot like in a competition before. You ever shoot?
No, never shot a competition.
Okay, so
Would love to, just to get it off my chest.
It's weird. Like if you're shooting at that single target, and then you switch to 5-spot, like your mind does something different. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, like you're continuously. I don't know. Like I can shoot 5-spot pretty well. I can shoot single pretty well, but I don't know. Like for me, like my mind starts wandering because I'm like, oh shit! Like
I've shot so many different targets. Being all the places, like I got buddies that only shoot at 3Ds, and I got buddies that shoot at only paper targets on top of cardboard. That they created like this cardboard target. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One thing that I actually thought about doing was stacking cardboard on its end and using like the end grain of cardboard and then like compressing it with wood.
Yeah.
And using that as my target.
Oh, okay.
Just create, and then anytime that I need to get a new target, I just need to go and start collecting boxes. Like, oh, I need a new target. That's it. And then just fucking replace it like that. The middle ever blows out, and it's supposed to be great for your arrows. It's supposed to not ever deflect them or like bend them or fracture them or anything like that, because it's always going in between the slots of the corrugated block. It's not actually piercing anything. It's just sliding into it.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you don't compress it too much.
That's what this is.
Shut up.
Yeah, but
did I just explain what you have?
Yes.
I'm an idiot.
That's exactly what I have. But the thing about it is
well, I'm glad I know what you got.
Yeah. Well, if you try to use broadheads through it, doesn't matter. You're cutting it.
Yeah.
You know. It says you could use them on the one side, but like there's no way.
Guys that shoot mechanical broadheads though, I feel like are assholes.
Why?
Why are you shooting a mechanical broadhead into a fucking target?
Well, they have the practice ones.
Yeah, the practice ones. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess the practice ones.
You shouldn't shoot your. I don't think you should shoot your broadhead.
Dude,
at all. Like, you know what I mean?
100%. Yeah. Even with the fixed blades, bro, you're going after you're shooting them. You're realistically going and sharpening these.
That's the thing too. Do you put in your own inserts?
What do you mean?
Like you know, your insert that goes in the arrow that you screw your broadhead.
Oh yeah. I glue them in.
Do you glue yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Easton, baby. I know what I'm doing.
Easton's?
The Easton glue.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm not shooting Easton's. I think I got what are they? The Cabela's, the Blackout S5s or something. X5s.
Okay. I shoot Easton Axis.
Okay, yeah.
I like the Easton Axis. You know what I mean? And
a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I get them because my buddy down south is like, they're cheap and they work. He's like,
they're actually you're getting more expensive. I'll tell you that much. It's like $80 for a 6-pack.
I better not be more than 45 for mine, because that's usually the Blackout SSs. That's what they are.
Yeah, I know what those are.
Yeah.
That's a good arrow. Honestly, like with the carbon arrows, it's hard to find a bad carbon arrow. You know what I mean? Like you can get one that's
you're not
bad,
buying
you know
it straight from Walmart in like the Lucy bins.
Dude, I buy those for squirrels.
That makes sense.
Do you know what I mean? But like if I get one that
you can give a shit less about it.
But if I can get one that shoots well, like even with a broadhead,
are they full metal jackets? Are they?
No.
I thought they were like.
No, that's a certain breed of arrow. Like these are all like the full metal jacket is its own arrow. That's its own brand of arrow.
I thought it was just steel.
No, like they're all carbon fiber.
I thought
the whole thing is a carbon tube. That's all it is nowadays. It's just arrow's just a carbon tube with the fletching stuck in the knock. Yeah.
That's why when they splinter, they looks like carbon fiber hood that got in an accident.
Yep. Yeah, they're nothing but carbon anymore.
Yeah.
You know, which is kind of crazy. Like,
I could have sworn I've seen metal arrows at Walmart.
They have metal arrows at Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have those are the old aluminums. Like nobody.
Yeah.
Well, listen, somebody out there still uses
somebody, dude. I see
aluminums.
Them pick that all the time. I always see the and like I'm not talking about the kiddie version of arrows. I'm talking about like full length, grown up style. You know, arrows, I'm like, who's buying these?
There's some old guys. There's some old cats who still use them out there. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody nowadays uses them, but you never know. You never know.
Maybe bow fishing.
No, use fiberglass. That's the
price wise. I feel like they're only like a couple bucks.
You make your own. Honestly, like the same. Oh yeah. I don't mean to give the secret away to everybody, but really, those fiberglass lawn stakes that are at the for plowing, like you know, like the little fiberglass pole.
Yeah,
that's a fishing arrow. You just put a knock in it. You could glue your own broadhead on. There
so you make your own.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah, it ain't
seems
shit
pretty bendy.
That's what they all are. That's what the ones like if you go get like the AMS bow fishing ones or anything or the Cajun,
really
or the Muzzy. Yeah,
I gotta go bow fishing.
All they are is just a fiberglass little rod.
But like mad flexy, huh?
That's all they are. Yep, they want to flex.
I used to use those for making holsters.
What?
Those same little pipe thing that you're talking about.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I used to cut them a certain way because when we put the mold in for the sight channel.
Yeah.
For the front sight.
Yeah.
We used to put on the mold that we put in, we'd put that rod on the top of the gun, so when we pressed it, it would have a nice little tunnel for that sight to come out, so it never dragged against leather. Real fancy shit. Real fancy shit. I might be giving away secrets. The way that we molded holsters was actually the only difference that we had from most other companies that I don't think they knew about.
Oh, yeah.
Lou Alessi, man, he knew what the fuck he was doing, bro.
Yeah, man. He might make some good holsters.
Yeah, man. We need to go bow fishing, though.
Listen, it's the 15th. 15th of May.
My birthday is the 19th, so I'm pretty sure after my massage with my wife, I can get out bow fishing.
Yeah. You ain't getting that now, so here's that.
Yeah. Hey, man.
But, no, I mean, we should be able... I just obviously got to check the date because of work, but...
Yeah, bro.
No, we'll go out. Like I said, I'll use the recurve. I kind of want to get back into recurve more. I think I'm going to try to get a deer. If I could get a recurve for deer, I'm going to try to get a deer one.
I might just go ahead and take the Wives Diamond Infinite Edge and just make that a bow fishing one. If I get into it with you, I might just take it with that bow.
That's my
just
one.
buy the kit.
That's my one rig is a diamond right now.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
I got the same exact bow.
It works good.
Do you put it on infinite draw, or do you actually have a back? Do you have a wall?
It's got a wall.
All right.
It's got a wall. But
I was wondering because I think the infinite draw feature on that is meant for bow fishing.
The funny thing is it's not even my length. It's not even close. It's such a small.
You never adjusted
draw.
it?
Well, it's maxed. It's like for a small frame. It's like for a young man. It's like a small,
really
smaller.
Oh, so you got the youth one,
or like a youth, but it goes up to 50 pounds.
Nice.
So all I do is I just crank the poundage, and dude, I can hold it out in front of me, and like I'm so used.
That's funny.
You know, because all I've ever shot before was recurve.
No shit.
For
Yeah, so you're kind of used to that style.
So I don't even use. There's no pins on it. There's nothing on it.
Yeah.
So all I do is I'm just pulling back, looking at the fish, and just thwap. It's like a kind of like a slingshot bow.
Line of sight.
Like recurve.
You're just
style.
shooting line of sight.
I'm shooting recurve style with the compound. Just pull back, see it, thwap, and with a release too.
See? And that's your world, bro. I'm just trying to live in it.
That's my world.
I'm just trying to live in it, man.
Like I'm telling you what. Listen, I've made it happen throughout the years.
Oh man. All right, buddy.
Yeah, no, you gotta go to work.
We're gonna.
We didn't even touch on what we wanted to talk about. See how you get on the ramble? And it's gone.
The funny Facebook shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
we'll get to it,
time.
man. I think we're gonna get this once it gets going to summer, dude. I think we could do this once a week thing. You know, as long as the overtime works.
I tell you what. Oh yeah, shout out to the dude AE Fishing for wanting to get on here too. He wants to come on and talk about hunting. He's got on a spring black bear hunt, going on a spring black bear hunt and turkey.
Nice.
So good luck to him. Hopefully he gets some.
Good luck, brother.
About,
Enjoy. Put something down. Have something to talk about the next time you're on here.
Yeah.
Sweet, man.
All right, man. Go to work.
All right, brother. I'll holler at you.
All right. Peace.
Be good.
Peace.